fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. Return with us to the west of yesteryear, when the Lone Ranger rode the plains and prairies in the cause of justice, bringing hope and courage to the oppressed and a warning that right makes might to the lawless. The early settlers of the western United States were faced with many problems. One of the most important of these was need for education for the many little boys and girls who accompanied their parents on the long covered wagon trail to the west. The Masked Rider brings us a story in which he plays an important part in establishing the Little Red Schoolhouse. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver, old boy. Jim Hudson needs our help. We've got to hurry. Hi-yo, Silver!
Jim Hudson had come from the east and had settled in the cattle country. He'd worked hard to build his log house, construct his line fences, and at last the little spread which he owned began to pay expenses and a modest income. Our story opens early one morning in Jim's small ranch house. The young man bounces out of bed with a smile on his face and calls to his companion.
Wake up, Dan. Get yourself out of bed there. This is the day that Mary gets here.
Oh, yeah, that's so.
I'll have the coffee and bacon going in just a minute. Get up and give me a hand. I gotta wash up the buckboard. Curry old Ned. This is the day my girl's coming west.
I don't know why you're so head up about it, Jim.
Oh, I haven't seen her since I left the east.
Yeah, but she ain't said she'd marry you.
Just you wait.
She's coming here because you wrote and told her she wouldn't be the schoolmarm. Now what are you going to tell her?
Of course. That's right.
No blame will that none of the young'uns from town will go to school. Now, give me that towel.
Just a minute. There. Dan, what makes old Silas Markheim so blasted ornery?
He wants this land of yours because of the water on it. That's easy, Dan.
But what's that got to do with the school?
Well, he knows you built the school almost single-handed. Done so just to get a job for Mary Stevens. Suppose you could get her to come out here.
What's wrong with that? She's a blame good school teacher, and the kids in town sure as blazes need some schooling.
Uh-huh. Only they won't get it while you got any hand in it.
Markheim's a blame fool. He's too
Yeah,
foolish.
he's just fool enough to own most of the state and to have everyone in town owing cash to him. He's just fool enough to be able to tell the folks in town that he'd sooner they didn't let their kids go to your school and have every last one of them follow his suggestions.
Just because I won't sell him my land.
Uh-huh.
I can't sell it. Not at the price he'd pay. Wouldn't have anything then. I'd be right back where I was when I come out here.
Reckon you wouldn't be as well off. Your land and stock ain't what it was then.
No. We've lost a lot of cattle lately. Dan, do you think Markheim would be behind the dying off and rustling of some of that stock?
That's a hunch I had all along.
If I could prove that,
Oh, don't make me laugh. No matter what proof you had, it wouldn't convince a jury made up of folks from town. Markheim owns that town.
I reckon you're right.
Sure I'm right. Come on, where's the grub?
I'll pour you a coffee. Then we got to get to work and get things ready to meet Mary.
Yeah, reckon so.
And Dan, there's something else.
Well?
If Mary would be willing to marry me...
Oh, yeah, but that's guessing it a lot. Pass the bread.
No. But just supposing she would.
Right.
You see, then well, this house is sort of small.
Oh. I savvy. Want me to move out, huh?
Well, I sort of figured you'd save up what I was paying you, Dan, and start out on your own before this.
Well, how can a man save money out of what you pay?
Well, if you hadn't been going to town every night and playing cards...
Well, a man's got to have some fun. Fill up that cup again.
No.
After the East, I'd go loco here without something to pass the time in the evening. Well, never mind. I'll clear out. You can have your place to yourself.
Well, I hoped you'd sort of understand, Dan.
He ain't said she'd marry you yet, you know.
Well, I know, but...
My guess is when she finds there's no job here for her, she'll turn right around and go back East. If she don't, you might have some competition in winning her.
Oh, what do you mean, Dan?
Just that. I ain't had much to say, but I always thought you was a mighty pretty girl myself.
You?
Why not?
But you never said anything.
What's the use of saying anything till the time comes? Well, come on. If you're going to get your horse and that wagon clean, we better get started. The stage is due at noon, and it'll take some time to get to town.
All right, let's get going. We'll wash the pans later if there's time.
Suits me. This is your affair and your ranch. I just work here.
Dan, look over there. There's a horse on the ground.
Sure enough.
Come on. What's happened to
That's
us?
Ned, your own horse. I see mine near the water hole.
It is Ned. Dan, he's done for.
So 'tis. Likely old age got it.
I don't believe that. This horse was poisoned or something. Same as all that cattle was.
That's saying a lot, Jim. That means someone done it a purpose.
Markheim again. Some more of Markheim's work.
The horse is poisoned. I don't know who else would be doing it if it ain't Markheim. Of course, one way to get this land is to break it.
And that's the last horse I had.
Yep. Now, the only one is my own, and that's my personal horse. There ain't no reason I should use that for work on your ranch, is it?
We'll have to take yours to go to meet Mary.
Uh-huh. There ain't no other way to meet her if my horse ain't used, is there?
No.
Then, Jim, I reckon you can stay here and get the pots and pans cleaned, and I'll go meet the girl.
But, Dan,
I told you that maybe you'd have some competition in winning her. And that same starts right now, Jim. If she's to be met, I'll be the one to meet her.
There comes the stage. There she comes.
Quiet down, you blame fool. All of you, quiet down. Don't you make no rousing welcome for that she-male friend of Jim Hudson's if you know what's good for you.
Why not?
Because Silas Markheim says not to. She comes here figuring to teach the school, and Markheim says there ain't to be no school. Now, break up the crowd and go on about your business.
What's the matter with having a school here?
What's it to you, stranger?
This community needs a school.
Well, it don't have one that Jim Hudson's got anything to do with. Not as long as Markheim runs this town.
I think Markheim needs a talking to. Where is his place?
Top of the hill yonder. But don't try to tell him what to do, stranger, if you know what's good for you.
We'll see. Come on, boy.
Hi, Mary.
Oh, hello there.
Get the bag, driver. I'll put it in the wagon here.
Here you are.
I'll help you down, Mary. You're sure looking right fine.
My, what a nice compliment after such a dusty trip. So this is the town.
That's right. Now jump.
There. Is that what... But where's Jim?
That's sort of a longish story, Mary. I'll tell you why we're riding.
Is he hurt?
Oh, no, he ain't hurt none.
Is he all right? Why wasn't he here to meet me?
I reckon because he was ashamed to come.
Ashamed? Oh, I don't understand.
Well, you will. When a man's lies find him out, he's in a sort of bad spot.
Lies? Bad spot? Dan, what are you talking about?
Are you the schoolma'am?
Oh, yes, I'm the new teacher. What's your name?
Dick Markheim. This is Sally.
Sally. What a pretty name. Are you Dick's sister?
Uh-huh. But you ain't going to teach us.
No. Aren't you going to the school?
No. Gosh, we wanted to go, but we can't. Plus, as there ain't going to be no school. Guess you'll go back east, huh?
Dan, what do the children mean?
She's pretty, ain't she?
Well, come on, Mary. I'll tell you all about it. Let me help you to the buckboard.
Oh, well,
Up you go. There. Well, we get started. It's a long ways to the ranch, and I'll go slow because you may not want to go there when you hear about it.
Well, tell me.
Get up there. Get up. There's a place in town where you can put up and stay with a middle-aged widow. Maybe that'd be the best thing, being as I aim to leave Jim my own self for the ornery trick he's done.
Dan, tell me what it is this instant.
Well, it's kind of a long story.
The truth is, Tonto, there's sort of a feud between Markheim and Jim Hudson.
That's right. Tonto here plenty in town.
Everyone in town thinks exactly as Silas Markheim dictates. If Silas dislikes anyone, the rest of the folks dislike him, too.
That's not right.
I know it isn't right. It's keeping the children of this town from getting an education. There's a school building, a teacher, and plenty of children. And they can't be educated because of this ill will.
You know Hudson?
I don't, Tonto, but I do feel that the man must have a lot that's good if he went ahead and built that school by himself.
That's right.
That's why I'm going to call on Silas Markheim tonight. I came here to the camp to get you. I'm going to that ranch masked. It'll be safer if you come behind in case someone gets a drop on me. Here, Silver. Ready, Masabi?
Be ready.
All right, then. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
How'd you get in here in the first place?
Your guards aren't very alert, Markheim.
Well, if you want to leave alive, put down them guns.
We'll have a talk first. What's your main objection to the school?
None of your business.
I've heard that it's simply because you dislike the man who built it.
So you're a friend of his, eh?
Perhaps I am.
He's just the kind to have a masked man for a friend. I'll see you hung for throwing a gun on me.
Steady, Markheim. Don't edge near that table.
You go tell Hudson that I'm sick and tired of having him blame everything that happens at his ranch on me. Tell him I don't have the poison cattle and cut line fences.
That happened to him.
If you're his friend, you ought to know it. What's he mean by sending his man here to accuse me of all them things? I'll learn him. He's the one that needs a sight of teaching, not these kids in town. He needs learning that men around here don't do things the way he's accusing me of doing them. I tell you,
What's that man doing?
Dickie, get back.
No, you can't shoot my paw.
Stand back, lad.
I won't. You can't shoot him.
Now, mister, I got the drop on you.
From the protection of that boy.
Take that mask off, mister, or I'll blast the daylights out of you.
You know I can't shoot near you with that boy there.
So what do you do about it?
The boy's not near the light.
The lamp blast you? Get out of the way, son. Get that lamp in the next room.
All right, Pa.
I'll get him. I'll fix him. You blasted. Right. An easy chance to drill one of Hudson's friends, and I missed him.
Here's the lamp, Pa.
Missed him cold. Put the lamp on the table there, Dick, where the other one was.
He didn't hit you, did he?
No, son. But listen here. The next time you see your old man in trouble, don't you come mixing in, savvy?
But I thought...
Dick, man to man, it's a downright insult for one man to mix into another man's fight. Do you know what you done?
What?
Why, shucks. You just the same as told that hombre with a mask that you didn't think your pa was able to take care of himself. Don't you see?
But, Pa...
You made it an unfair fight. They was 2-1. And that ain't right now, is it?
I reckon it ain't.
Now, the next time when you see something like that, you just keep out of it. And I'll do the same when you're meeting someone man to man. Savvy?
All right, Pa. I'll remember.
What you got there?
Nothing but a cartridge. I picked it off on the table when I set the lamp down.
They ain't playthings, son. Let me see it.
I
didn't think I'd left none laying around loose.
I never seen one like this. It's sort of bright. Tain't like the ones we use.
Curious. Dead redded curious. Wonder where it come from. Oh, this looks like silver.
What are you biting us for?
By thunder, it is silver. Silver. The stranger left it. The mask, the horse.
Pa, what is it?
Son, you and your pa was teamed up again, the Lone Ranger.
Tonto, are you sure he knew what that bullet meant?
That's right. Him say, Lone Ranger.
And you heard all that before you left the window?